'Tis I, the Lemur. We just survived the most bizarre presidential election. The majority of the American people voted to make Hillary Clinton our first woman president. Unfortunately, the Electoral College gave the election to Donald Trump. You see, the Electoral College is this brilliant idea that our founding fathers came up with because they didn't trust the American people to do the right thing in an election. As you can see, it works real well. And you didn't believe Donald Trump when he said the election was rigged. It was rigged in his favor. Of course, the Electoral College doesn't actually cast their votes until December 19th. There is always the chance that some of these people will have a conscience and cast their votes for Hillary Clinton. The chances of this happening aren't highly likely, however. So now we have an orange-skinned monster on deck to be our next president. The frightening thing isn't Donald Trump so much as it is the number of people who voted for him. After the sheer amount of hatred spewed and incited against entire groups of people, how could any sane person consider him to be qualified to be president? At least he didn't delete any emails. Wait, what? He destroyed a bunch of documents that the court had ordered him to turn over? Oh, well, it's only exactly the same thing. Hey, at least he's not a woman. Well, it looks like we are stuck with him. There are plenty of people out there who are unhappy about this. They are protesting. Go ahead and protest, but try to be cool. Violence and destructions are not going to help the cause. It will only make things worse. And please, no one even think about assassinating Donald Trump. This would make Mike Pence the president. Do you want to see the personification of evil? Find a picture of Mike Pence. Of all of the people who were running on the Republican ticket, Donald Trump is probably the safest one to have as a winner. The rest of those idiots are definitely dangerous. Not that Donald Trump isn't. But let me try to explain. Donald Trump is merely a con man. He was just playing a part. I still think his presidential campaign was nothing more than a publicity stunt that went horribly wrong. I don't think he ever actually wanted to be president. He just wanted to get some attention and stroke his ego, and then you were supposed to vote for someone else. The problem was that the crazier he became, the more people wanted to vote for him. It wasn't that long ago that Donald Trump was a Democrat who thought that Hillary Clinton would make a fine president. But things didn't work out right for Donald Trump, and now he is our next president. Donald Trump is an unknown quantity. We don't know how much of the bullshit he was slinging on his path to the presidency that he actually believes. Is he going to stay to the hard right? Is he going to slide more toward the middle? Or maybe even farther to the left? He could go in any or even all directions at the same time. It is a question of whether he will stand up, be a man, and do the right thing by the American people, or just be the dick he was on the campaign trail. We shall see. I won't speculate on what he's going to do. He has been elected to be our next president by the rules that are now in place, like it or not, and deserves a chance to fuck it up. That doesn't mean that we should roll over and take it up the ass like the people who voted for him. The First Amendment still exists. We will be primed and ready to speak out against anything he does that we don't agree with. And we won't forget everything he said and did to get where he is. You have 2 months, Donald Trump. I suggest you hit the books and figure out how to do the job you conned your way into. May I suggest that you choose wisely the people you are going to use as counsel? How do you want the future to remember you? Do you want to be remembered as a person who did the right thing when pushed to do so? Or do you want to be remembered as one of the worst presidents this country has ever seen? This is no longer a game. Now you are playing with people's lives. Here's hoping that you do the right thing with the job that you have ahead of you. We'll be watching. And from an entertainment standpoint, the next 4 years are going to be very exciting. The jokes will fly. You better develop a thick skin, Donnie, because people are going to be on your ass the whole way. You better get used to it. Yeah, I guess it's time for me to grab my pussy and get out of here.